This is D Life, your skipper, all aboard the passive D Life Express. Welcome to another video. Today is Wednesday, the 10th of August. It's another wonderful day. And you've seen the thumbnail, you have seen the title. What you're looking at right now is a video history of D Life back in 2021, February, March, and didn't know that I was even being introduced to DeFi, didn't even know anything about DeFi. Only thing I knew about was crypto platforms or either buy and hold and hope and pray. So, why you might be saying, D-Life, why are you telling us this? Well, back in February 16, 2021, I heard about this token, Hex. And again, I was in the buy and hold phase. Didn't know anything about DeFi at all. But I remember watching this gentleman here and his channel. Shout out to you, Matty Crypto. You were the first person that I've heard the name Hex come out of. And it's 2022, August, and now I am back here. And here's my story. Well, before we get into that story, let's jump into the Passive D Life Express and give a like, a follow, a subscribe, a comment today on today's video. Thanks so much for everyone who shows the support, giving me your time and making sure become a crew member, liking the videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for everything that you do. Now, let's jump into Hex. So, like I said, February 16th, then I looked at it again on the 17th, and then I looked at it again in March, right? Now, back then, let's go back in time. Let's go to this prime time machine. And of course, you do know today's video is not financial advice. Do not put anything that you cannot afford to lose into any crypto or platform or project. Please always remember that. Let's only put what we can afford to lose because this is the wild, wild west and we don't know what's going to happen. That is a beautiful thing about crypto. But then again, we still don't know if it's going to go south or up and to the right or straight to the north. So I don't know about the east and the west, but it's either up or down. We know that. So let's go back to February 2021 when D-Life was the token holder, buying out tokens, speculating on Cardano, the BAT token, BTT, to name a few, and Seller, my top favorite tokens back then, and buying and holding. And I stumbled onto Hex and watching the gentleman's video, Matty Crypto, and I was like, really? Are you telling me that I could purchase this token and possibly be financially free or crypto free? Are you serious? So the price of the token back then was on the 16th, was my first time. That was at about 1 cent. And seriously thinking maybe if I did know how to buy Hex, because that was the only thing I remember looking at the website then and just reading about it, and I did not know how to buy it. And silly me, not being YouTube savvy, would not go to YouTube and just search how to buy Hex and purchase the token. So this may sound ridiculous, but since I did not know how to purchase Hex, that was it for me. I left it alone and I went back on to the other tokens and all of the other platforms, aka Watermine, first platform that I got into, and I got rugged May 2021. Shout out to everybody who was in that and who made bank. I got in that week and was rugged the next week. So yeah, if I put that $10 into Hex, I mean, at least I would have some Hex tokens, and I would have been up right now because the price of Hex is 5 cents, almost 6 cents. So last week I was looking at Hex and seriously contemplating, should I get into it? And of course, if you've been following me, you know Ethereum. I said I need to get some Ethereum. Ethereum is one token that I've been running away from. Any project that is on the, Ether, ERC20, I run away from it because of the gas fees. But I think that today is the day that I am joining the Hex Army. I'm introducing Hex to my channel. I'm going to share my voyage with Hex. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to be looking at everything that has to do with this ecosystem. The developer or the owner, the gentleman Richard Hart. Little did I even know I was subscribed to his channel, and he was the owner, but I just knew him for crypto, and I didn't even know like he was like the head man in Hex. Like, whoa, like, are you kidding me? So that's a quick story of my Hex. Not even a journey. The start of Hex for me. 2 months looking at it, I never went back because I didn't know how to buy it, and I got frustrated because it was DeFi, it was MetaMask, it was swaps, dexes, and none of that stuff I knew about. I only knew about sexes and crypto.com, and that was it. Buy and hold, and hope the price goes up, and never sell. Even when the price goes down. So yeah, pretty much that's that. So let's jump into Hex now. I hope you enjoyed that quick story. So Hex, if you didn't know, welcome to Hex on the Passive D Life Express. Hex takes every average 38% returns a year. So Hex is going to give you 38% on returns a year. We do know that in DeFi, DGen land, that pretty much is peanuts. That's really nothing compared to a lot of other projects out there. But Hex community and the Hex, how do I say it, like army. I mean, they're like the drip army. They remind me of the drip. They are totally supporting this token. All the other active members, the owner, and it's almost like they're like a strong following, like a little community. And so I'm gonna join that community. I'm gonna be a part of this. Right now, the price of X. Are we too late? I do not know. It's a little bullish right now. We got a nice little curl, but compared to the all-time highs of 50 cents, 51 cents over here, you know, let's just speculate. Right now we get 100, we get um we do 100 in USD, 100 in USD, and we can get 1,672 hex. And we could speculate on the all-time high. Let's go ahead and Siri multiply 0.51 by 1672.
It's 852.72.
So we get a 8x on our initial, and possibly we don't even know how high hex could go. So right now at these prices, this is not financial advice. $100 USD risk investment for D Life, it's not bad at all. And then I'll stake the Hex, of course, and then earn the 38%. But it doesn't stop their crew members. Hex is an ecosystem now. If you do not know, and I'm sure you do know, because Hex is pretty much now, I believe everybody should know by now, because I knew about it back then and didn't get back in until this year, around this same month. It also has their own chain, which they're coming out on, which is the Pulse chain. So even though you're going to pay these gas fees right now, your Hex is going to move over to the Pulse chain automatically when it launches, and they've even got their own DEX. So everything that is in this ecosystem is going to be like a little episode series on the Path to D Life Express. We'll be looking at everything, and I believe it's going to be awesome. If they made 9,481x in under 2 years, what can they make in another 2 years? I believe sky's the limit for Hex. 98% or 80% discount right now in the token. Not bad at all. I think I will be definitely getting me some Hex. So you gotta click the bell. Stay tuned to that video. We will be doing a live activation of Hex. But right now, let's go ahead with me rambling on and let's look into how Hex works. The first blockchain certificate of deposit. High returns, no minimum, and decentralized design. and 479,000 wallets. Are you kidding me? I almost, whoa, I got a tongue tied there, crew members and passengers. Almost a million in wallet members. Are you serious? Wow. Wow. That is definitely a lot of supporters. That is not nothing to sneeze at all. So let's go to learn more how it works first of all. Let's go to this, how it works. So Hex is the first high yield blockchain certificate of deposit. CDs known as certificates of deposits or time deposits are worth trillions or of dollars. So CDs are more worth than gold. Credit card companies and cash CDs pay higher interest than savings accounts, require money to be deposited for a fixed time. Banks profit on poor consumer service, early withdrawal fees, and auto renewing you at worse rates. They pay pit, pit, what is that? Pitifully low interest. New money is printed out all the time, making yours less valuable. Hex monetizes the time value of money in a totally new and better way. It takes the concept of CDs to the next level. Hex replaces insufficient currencies, banks, and payment networks through verifiable, secure peer-to-peer technology. In Hex, you're the bank. The more you learn about it, the more you love it. Well, that is what we're definitely going to do. Let's take a quick look at this video.
What is this X, you might ask? X is a cryptocurrency, albeit a very different type of cryptocurrency. You see, instead of simply spending or trading this cryptocurrency, X lets you lock up your money and gain interest on it. We already do this through our banks. It is what the banking industry calls CDs, or certificates of deposit. Customers lock up their wealth for a certain time, and in turn they grow their wealth by earning interest. But the old school currencies that we lock up in our banks suffer from inflation, which means that while you are gaining interest over time, your money is also losing some of its value. This is where Hex shines, because Hex is the first high interest paying cryptocurrency. Hex takes the profit out of banks and government money printing and gives it to Hex holders. Hex is actually designed to increase in value.
Okay.
In fact, the value of a single Hex token has multiplied by more than 80 times within the first handful of months it was launched.
That's correct.
Which means the Hex holders not only gain interest, but they also multiplied their existing investment.
They sure did.
Exponentially.
They sure
And
did.
it's only just getting started. What makes Hex even more reliable is the fact that Hex is a trustless peer-to-peer system, which means that there is no central power that controls the system. Everything is powered by the users without any counterparty risk.
Gotta love this video.
Interesting. Okay.
That's
To
me.
get started, head to hex.com.
Okay.
Links below. Farewell.
Farewell. D-Life, welcome to Hex. So that is Hex in a nutshell. Choose what you want to know more about. The price of Hex, appreciated faster than anything else, life-changing wealth creation. Hex stakes average around 40% APY, not bad at all. So that is quote-unquote sustainable in the financial DeFi world. Hex has extremely low inflation, so that is definitely awesome. Hex takers can earn rewards every day. That's what we're all about. About Hex's share system, 60,000 of on-chain liquidity, 60 million. Excuse me, and then you got about the Hex launch phase. So good much information here on this website. The website definitely is informative. Now let's go back. So let's go to learn. Let's go down. I'm just gonna go to learn more before we finish up here. So the 2022 NASCAR Daytona 500. Hex had a big advertisement in NASCAR in 2022 this year. So the future investing is here. Certificates of deposit, CDs. We know about how that works. We watched the video. So We could watch more of these videos, but I do not want to take all the fun out right now and make this video super long. Crew members, this is just D-Life presenting Hex, you know, saying that that's it. I sat on the sidelines from last year on the fence, never got into it. Watch it went up, watch it came down, I'm watching it go back up, and now I'm about to FOMO in. I'm gonna get my CD in here and I'm gonna stake my Hex and be a part of this ecosystem. Of course, I wish I could put in much more. But you could DCA into Hex and just keep purchasing your Hex. And when it goes to the pouch chain, everything moves over there. So all of those gas fees, you won't get it back, but at least you won't be paying more gas fees. But still, who knows where the price could go to right now? As we can see that we are at 6 cents. That is almost a 20% gain or 30% gain from, no, that's a little more than that. From 4 cents to 6 cents. So yeah, a lot of good stuff going on here. A lot of holders, as we can see. Huge community there. The market cap 34 billion. Let's look at the circulating supply. There is a lot there. If we could get this some type of burn system going on every time we stake and get that supply down, that would be great. But still, for 581 billion in circulating supply, crew members and passengers at 4 cents, that is totally off the charts for me. A token with that much supply and still at 4 cents and went up to 51 cents. This project, I think, has a lot of potential to be amazing. It already have made a lot of its holders, quote unquote, financially free, millionaires, thousandaires, 100,000aires. Oh man, I could go on. So much research that I did, and it blew my mind off the lid. There was one guy who had like, and of course Hex had its time too with FUD, like all projects in DeFi do. He had like about 94 million Hex, and he sold it when Hex wasn't even at a penny. So let's just say, right now, if he still had that same 94 million Hex crew members and passengers, and I'll look for this gentleman's channel. Like he seriously did a video talking about how he had that much in Hex and showed his stakes. And you know, right now at these prices, one, two, at 94 million. Can we put in that period? Let's put in another period. Okay. So that won't work. But you see the zeros. That would be 5.6 million. And at the all-time high of 51 cents, crew members and passengers, it would have been over 50 million bucks. So, I mean, we're possibly too late, of course. Those were the days when Hex was less than a penny back here, and so they were racking in the Hex like by the thousands, by the hundreds, even possibly by the millions. Shout out to all of those Hex holders back then who made it off Hex and are millionaires now. And there was I can't remember, but I'll go to it quickly. This video, this channel right here, this guy, you know, I used to watch him a lot just for the fun before, you know, I got really into DeFi when I was in the imagining phase of living the life or looking at nice things. And to be honest with you, this channel put me back on to Hex this year. There was these guys that came in and they went to this gentleman here, shout out to Peter Marco, and they got chains made up in the Hex logo. And I remember that logo, I was like, what? That looks familiar. Like, and then they had the Pulse logo also, Pulse chain. And they made these jewelry items. The gentleman, Peter Marco, made these jewelry items for these guys, and I was like, what? Why are they like making jewelry for Hex? Hex is that great? And then they told their story, and they literally said they became wealthy off of Hex, and I had to stop the brakes, and that's how I kind of got back into crypto and woke up, the Hex back in me, and still didn't get into it. Still dragged my feet on it for a whole 3 months, and now I'm looking at it. It is August, and I'm saying if I'm getting into all these new projects, then I gotta get into Hex. August is the month for D Life new projects. Last month with new projects also, so we're doing new projects again. Hex is gonna be on here, so stay tuned. I'm gonna be talking more about Hex. Just an introduction right now, bringing this to the channel and talking about how I do think I'm going to FOMO into here. The price is up a little bit from when I saw it last week, but not financial advice. You do what you got to do. I'm only showing you what I'm doing, but this platform, this ecosystem, I think could really, be good. Won't be great because, of course, we're kind of late, but we still do not know where Hex could go in the years to come. So, dlifefairwithhex.com. Stay tuned to the next episode. We'll be looking at everything with Hex, trying to find out as much information that I can. Live activations coming. Hex.com, dlifefair. Click the bell, click the like, and don't forget, if you're in Hex, leave Hex in the comments. I'll leave a W also, and that would be greatly appreciated. The YouTube algorithm loves that. I'm on the way to 100 subscribers. Don't forget to check out the 100 subscriber giveaway video. Put that address in the comments. I will be giving away drip. We only got 2 more crew members to go before we hit 100, and that drip giveaway will be coming. This is D Life Fair. Over and out.